welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, thanks so much for stopping by. Make sure you go ahead, hit that subscribe button. Once you subscribe, hit that notification bell, join the Clockwork crew so you'll be notified every single time that I upload, which is every single Monday like clockwork. Hey, sorry, just kidding. Today is a how-to video. So I'm going to show you guys, as you can see from the title, how I clean my makeup brushes. And I made sure I did my makeup so them brushes was extra, extra nasty. So much like my last video where I showed you guys how I clean my strip lashes, these are in style Mixy by ARiiED Beauty. Make sure you go ahead, check out my website. It is going to be in the description box below. It always is. But yeah, I'm going to show you how I clean my brushes. So we have some face brushes, some eyeshadow brushes, and I'm also going to show you guys how I clean my beauty sponge. So here it is, all nice and it's a new sponge. It's not my Real Technique sponge. No, it's a diamond. What? My eyelash boxes are a diamond. I don't know, guys. I don't know what you're getting at why y'all jumping to conclusions, but I'm gonna show you how to wash this, and it's real. I did things today. I did. Also, if you want a tutorial on this look, it was I always say it was pretty easy, but you guys get mad at me. So if you want to see a tutorial on this look, just let me know in the comments down below. And without further ado, we're gonna go to another voiceover style video. Not raccoons. Another voiceover style video where I show you guys how I clean my dirty ass makeup brushes. So if you want to see how I clean my brushes, keep on watching. Here we are. I just have my items right in front of me on the table. I actually just did my nails. We cute. I do have a nail video coming up with some brand new nail polishes that I think I'm gonna do my makeup to match, and then we're gonna, you see, this is why I can't get to do stuff by myself. And then I'm actually gonna do a vlog and take some photos of the brand new nail polish, how I did my, it's a whole thing. But just for the sake of you guys seeing how dirty these brushes are, they is well dirty, I'm just gonna use a bowl of water here, a clear bowl. I want you guys to see everything. I have Dove soap because I do use bar soap to clean my brushes. My skin is extremely sensitive and I don't want anything left on my brushes that I'll be afraid to put on my skin. So that's how we do it. I have a towel to rest the brushes on, and I'm gonna use some paper towel. Here's some paper towel that I want to have on the side, just so that I can rest the brushes on them. I'm going to there we go. I'm going to rinse them and lather them up in this bowl, just so you guys can see how dirty the brushes. Look at this. Oh my lord, it's disgusting. Ugh. They're disgusting. Just so you guys can see how dirty your brushes can get, and I'm gonna go ahead and rinse them off in my sink. I didn't want it just be a lot over the sink, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, and I'm afraid that what if my camera fell in my sink? All right, let's get started. I'm gonna go ahead, open my little soaps. Just one soap, but I'm extra. Guys, do you know that there's a coconut oil Dove soap? It's a pink bar. It smells so good. So good. Okay, sorry. So here's the soap. I'm actually gonna go ahead. I'm gonna go ahead, wet the bar of soap, and I'm gonna wet the brush. And I'm very, very rushed. I literally just go right like this, and I get in there. If you have, I don't want to say your brushes are cheap, but if you have poor quality brushes, this cleaning method is going to test it. It is. And look how much product is in here. I'm not gonna lie, this is not just from today. I don't clean my foundation brush every day, so shut up. But yeah, look at this. I'm just gonna go ahead and keep doing this for a little bit. And I'm just lathering up my brush. So I'm gonna go ahead, change the water. I'm not gonna rinse the brush off as yet. I want you guys to see how I really make sure that the soap is in there and how I get all of it out. So let me just do that real quick. Just kidding, my hands are messy. I'm gonna have to wash my hands like 6 times and then Change setup. Guys, I'll be right back. Just went ahead and rinsed off my bar of soap. I'm gonna put this right on the paper towel. I did not rinse off my brush. It looks crazy, right? I know. So what I'm gonna do, this is so awkward. You guys have no idea. I don't have the headband for my camera, so we just doing the do. Okay, sorry. I'm gonna go ahead and dip it in the water. Gross! Did you guys see how dirty that water was? And I'm actually gonna use my hand and look at that, and press it out. So it's kind of like I'm cleaning my hand, but what I'm really doing is getting all the soap and foundation that's in the brush to come out. And I usually do this over running water, but I just want you guys to see, like, gross. But when you use liquid foundations, it does take a while to clean your brush. I'm not gonna lie to you. If you use like a stick foundation, for some reason it's a lot easier to clean. So I'm just gonna go ahead and do this a couple times, and actually go ahead, repeat the same method I did with the soap here, because I want all of it. I want this brush clean. But I'm gonna go ahead and do this over the running water. Honestly, probably like 4 or 5 times until the brush is completely clean. I'm gonna show you guys what it looks like. But take a look at that nasty ass water. And this is why I wanted you guys to see it in a clear bowl, because over the sink you probably would just see it rushing down the drain, but no. And as you can see, it's actually getting it's already getting cleaner, especially in that center. But clean your brushes, guys. That's how you get breakouts and infections, and clean them. Stop being nasty. Be right back.
2,000 years later.
So I did go ahead and finish up cleaning my brush. It is pretty clean. It's actually completely clean. It is an old brush, so it does have some staining from over the years, but it's clean, it smells great, and it's ready for some more torture. So I do use a dense rounded kabuki brush for my foundation. It's perfect for stippling and getting full coverage. Since I don't have to shape it because it is a domed kabuki brush, a round kabuki brush, I'm just gonna go ahead and put it off to the side to let it dry on this little towel here. For brushes like my concealer brush, I just go ahead and clean the brushes that I use for liquid products. So liquid like concealers or anything that I use for foundation or touch-ups, I went ahead and cleaned off camera. It's the same process, but it does take a little bit more time because there are liquid products. So these brushes I don't necessarily have to shape, but to make sure your brushes are in a good shape and maintain the shape, you want to squeeze to the end in the shape that it is. So it's a concealer brush, you want it to stay flat. This brush is pretty much the same shape except it's a little fluffier, and I just like to use this for my eyeshadow base. So I'm just gonna go ahead and put these off to the side. You want your brushes to air dry completely before you use them again. That is going to be very important for a powder brush or any natural fiber brush that you may have. You want it to dry completely. You don't want to put it in any case or any holder until it's completely dry, because you know what can happen to these babies? They can get mold and all your bristles will fall out. And we don't want that. No. So I'm going to go ahead and begin with my powder brush, because it's a little different. You do have to make sure that you maintain its shape, so you just make sure it's formed like that. I know that was a little gross, my bad, y'all are nasty, but we're adults on this channel, and I know that most of you guys are around my age, or like 24 to whatever. I identify as 21, but I'm gonna go ahead back again with my white soap. Back at it. Sorry. I'm just gonna dip my brush in, dipping my soap a little bit. I prefer to use warm water. I don't know, warm water just makes me feel better and clean. And I'm just gonna go ahead and do the same thing. It is just gonna be a little easier, but look how gross it is. So the thing about your powder brush is that while it mostly has powder, it just always still gets some of that liquid foundation or concealer that happens when your base is still dry and you apply your powder to set it. That's just what it is. But look how, ooh. Ugh. But I'm just gonna go ahead, I'm really rough, so I get up in there like so, and that's why it's going to be important to go ahead and shape your brushes when they are drying. So I'm just gonna go ahead and do the same thing with this. I just want you guys to see, and just for you, look at that, it looks crazy. I want you guys to know that it's important to shape your brush and let them air dry completely before you go ahead and try to use them. So I'm just gonna go ahead, repeat the same steps as before. And I'm actually just gonna go ahead and finish up my brushes. For the eyeshadow brushes, they're actually relatively easy to clean because they're really small. The only thing is if you use a shimmer on top of like a tacky base, you want to go ahead and wash that right away or as soon as you can because the staining is real. But I'm gonna go ahead, clean these up, and the last thing I'm gonna show you guys is how I clean that sponge, because Lord. Yeah, here are my brushes all clean. As you can see, my powder brush, I'm gonna leave it in this shape to dry so that it doesn't look all crazy and doesn't look all sprayed out. But here are the other brushes. Everything's pretty good. My angled kabuki brush, I'm just gonna pinch it and let it dry that way. And this is just, again, these are really old brushes, so all of them are not gonna be look completely clean because they're stained. This one isn't because it has luckily has a purple end. But this baby, my poor baby, I don't know what blue look I did, but this was all me. It is what it is. So moving on to the last item that I'm going to clean. Move. Here we are. Back again with the soap. Wait. Back again with the soap, not on a rope, and my dirty ass beauty sponge. So it's still damp. This is also something that I like to clean as soon as I'm done using it, right away, because it's a lighter sponge and I don't want it to be stained too much. Stained after your first cleaning, that's fine. Let it dry. You can just clean it again. It just takes a little bit of time, but you can definitely get it completely clean. I know there's a trick where you put your beauty sponge in a microwave to clean it. That's not happening here. I don't ever do that. My microwave is for food only while I'm waiting for my dinner to cook. Okay, but let's go. So I'm just gonna go ahead, dip it in the water. I'm gonna squeeze it like when you, I don't know where I was going with that, but like when you damp it for the first time, and I'm going to, see how nothing really comes out? That's why I just wanna make sure that it's drenched. Back with the soap, and I'm just gonna go ahead in circular motions, really like scrub it. And I like to make sure that it's coated with soap before I continue. Is this weird for you guys? Are you guys having a good day? I want to say that this pointed end of the sponge really gets in your inner corner, like under the eye. And when I tell you my nose was snatched, you guys saw my face. I don't got to tell y'all nothing. But is this coming soon? Are there more colors? Is it already being cleaned? That's crazy. It is. And look at that. Ooh. Ooh. For me, I mostly use my sponges for, and I think I'm done with the soap because it is well lathered. I was about to say soaped up, and I said anyway. But that's I usually just use my sponges for concealer unless I'm doing like a quick look and I'm just gonna use a sponge, and that's just what's gonna be for the day. So that's why it's not as dirty, but if you can see, it's a lot of soap on it, but it is about to be brand spanking new all over again. And these are really, really soft and they're really pretty. Are there gonna be a bunch of colors? I don't know. There may like be like a black, a teal, hot pink, and like a marble blue, but whatever. I don't know nothing about that. And I don't know why y'all making me tell my secrets. But I'm just gonna go ahead and rinse this off, and we're pretty much done. I just want you to see how clean it really got. So sorry, let me go get my stuff. Okay, so here's everything all clean. You guys have seen the brushes. Look at this sponge. Is it focusing? How's it? There we go. It's completely clean, like spotless. When you rinse out your sponge, you want to make sure you completely, like you squeeze it, you soak up all the water, and you just squeeze it over and over again and make sure all the soap is out. If there's still soap in your sponge, it is going to dry off like kind of weird and like sunk in here and sunk in there. Just gonna look stupid and dumb, and it's not good for your sponge. And you really just want to, it's so nice. You really just want to make sure your sponge is completely, like, how do we do it? You rinse it? I don't know. You want to make sure your sponge is on the damp side, just like when you wet it for the first time. You're going to get that final little squeeze of water out, and you're going to want to let it dry. I do recommend taking a paper towel or a towel and just like squeezing it to get out any excess water so that it can dry completely. But that is it. We're good. The sponge is clean, fresh, everything is great. It smells good. You can always use whatever soap or cleaner that you like. I personally only use things that are going to be okay with my skin. You guys know my skin is sensitive beyond belief and I can't risk anything. But that is it. So if you like the video, make sure you go ahead and give it a big thumbs up for me. Helps me out a lot. Stop it, guys. Check out my lashes, ARiiEDbeauty.com, and you may be seeing this soon. That's what I'm gonna say. All right, stop. But that's it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If there's anything else that you'd like for me to show you guys how I do them, like I know some of you want to see how I make a vanity, I can do that for you guys. If anything makeup related, I'll go ahead and get that out here, pop a couple vlogs in there if necessary. And just kidding, I just wanted to point. I just did my nails, remember? Sorry. But that's it. If you haven't already, make sure you go ahead, hit that subscribe button. Once you subscribe, hit that notification bell, join the Clockwork crew so you'll be notified every single time that I upload, which is every single Monday, like clockwork. Thank you guys for watching. Have a great day. I love you all. Sorry. Bye.